Guys, with the run combo stuff for us, a run throw combo, okay? As an offensive line, we don't have any cuts, and you're going to see all the cuts here. When we get, say we get zone right, out left, whatever we get, okay, we're running the run play. Up front, we're just going to run the run play, all right? We have no, unless we get a call from the quarterback, and again, each week, just like our pass protection calls, this call changes, okay? If we get, whatever call that week, okay, if we say Bambi, all right, and that means, hey, if we know we're in bone and he's going to throw the double post and he says Bambi, Bambi, or whatever it is, and we're running our power scheme, again, who's that talk to? That talks to our backside tackle, okay? I got to be conscious of that backside DN, okay? It's just helping out and saying, hey, we're going to throw the ball. If we don't get a call, we're running the run game scheme, okay? So that's basically how the run game combo stuff works for us, okay? Out of 10 personnel, the big stuff, whatever you want to call it. If we don't get a call from the quarterback that tells us he's throwing the ball, we're running the play, okay? So when we see zone right, out left, okay, we're running zone right. And we're not even worried about going downfield or whatever. We're running zone right, and if he throws the backside concept, then he does. And we didn't get, and that's the bottom line. So that's what we do up front.
All right, last year when we had Dana speak in Houston, I guess it was, no, not Houston, maybe it was Dallas, no, Philadelphia, I guess it was, is that he went over, the bone concepts to where that basically, out of their three-back deal, is that the quarterback, they were running routes with the three-back deal and they had max protection on it, and sometimes the offensive line didn't know it was a throw. The offensive line just ran the run play. So in the off season, we kind of, we played with that during the season because we saw it on television and played with it a little bit, didn't really know what was going on. And so in the off season, what I did was I started looking at, I wonder if that would work if we had pass plays and run plays combined on everything. And I thought it was such a cool idea. And so in the spring, we kind of played with it. And then what we did in the spring is that we told our guys, if it's black or brown, if we're in two-back sets, if we were in black or brown, the Y is going to block whatever the run play is, all right? And the two outside receivers, one of them is going to run a post, and the other one is going to run a fade, all right, a streak route. That was it for the entire spring. So every time we got in black or brown, our defense, did I told you guys a bunch of cover zero, we would just throw a post for a touchdown. And it would be showing run. All the O-line were blocking run. We'd have a guard 6 yards downfield blocking the shit out of somebody, and the ball's in the air. All right, so we go into the off season and get to thinking about it a little bit more. And so Sonny and I were sitting there watching film one day in the summertime, and he was real excited about us maybe doing it all the time. I was a little nervous. I was a little scared. I wasn't quite sure, as to whether or not it would really work and how I would do it. I really didn't know how to do it. So we start the season off with, and we only have it with a couple of deals. By the end of the year, when we get to the last 5 or 6 games of the season, we are run-pass comboing a lot of stuff. So we're running our basic run game to one side, and the receivers know that if they are to the run game side, they run the run play. If the receivers are to the back side, and it's a throw combination with it, then they do the throw. So in other words, if we say, I'll get to the first one here. If we say that we're going to run power left, snap right, all right, that's going to be the combo. Or the first one here is going to be bounce left, snap right. That's the play call. So the offensive line is running bounce left. The Z receiver is running a snap route to the right. All three of these guys right here know that they're running bounce. They know that they're running the run play. The receiver to the right side knows that he's running the route. The quarterback knows that right before the snap, if I trust him enough, he can do whatever he wants to do. If I don't trust him enough, then he's going to look to me. So right before the snap, he's going to look to the sideline, and I'll give him a signal. And we've got about probably, I would say, 10 or 12 different signals that our signal guys use to give him his code, to tell him whether or not he's going to run the ball or to throw the ball. He can always overrule the call. as long as it works. That's the same rule that I give him on a lot of stuff. You can overrule what I've said as long as it works. So in other words, don't do it unless you know for sure it's going to work. Now, if it's going to work, great. I'm all for it. Do it and do a good job with it. All right, so right now we're running bounce left and we're running snap right. And hopefully these cuts stay right because we've had a real issue with this so far. And so I look down, and let's just say, I'm the coordinator. What am I looking for? I'm up in the box, or if you're on the sideline calling the play, what are you looking for? Okay? All right, I look for the numbers here, and I see, all right, there's only 5 in the box. Really, there's 4.5 in the box. All right? And I look outside, and these guys are fairly soft. And the big thing is, look at the leverage the Y has on that block. The Y, you count to 3. 1, 2, 3. If the Y can't make that block, he's in trouble. All right, if he's not good enough to make that block on that guy on the bounce play, he's in trouble. Even the H has a great angle to make his block. He's got a good angle to make his block. And then down here, I tag snap, and he's got press coverage, which is good because our X's and Z's were both good against against press coverage. All right, so let's watch the Z first if I had done that. If I had done that, we would have had a completion here for 5 yards. All right, we didn't. We called the run, and so again, he's got great leverage. That's an easy block. The outside guy's got leverage. It should have been an easy block, but it's 7, so it wasn't. All right, and then he's got a fairly easy block as well, and so we end up with about, a 6-yard play, something like that. And here's the deal. We had to block a whole bunch of people to get 6 yards, right? We had to block a whole bunch of guys to get 6 yards. All right, now we come back and we do it again. We run bounce left into the short side of the field, into the one receiver side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the box. There's 5 in the box. If you can't run to 5 in the box, you're going to lose probably no matter what you do. All right, so it's a good time to run. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got 4 covering 3, and they're tight. They're all up on the line of scrimmage. They're all playing fairly tight. So the snap is not a good play here. If I was running the snap and then I've got the hitch here, that's not a good play. But the bounce is a really good play from there. All right? And he makes a nice run and makes us look like we're smart, and we get 6 yards, 7 yards on it. All right, here we go again. We've got bounce right, snap left. All right, again, I've got a good guy here who's good versus press coverage, and I'm not afraid to call that. And I look into the numbers here, and I see 6 in the box. But it's 6 in the box with trips. Okay? Think about what we do. We count. We go 1 count, 2 count, 3 count. We don't count him. So I'm still okay numbers-wise if I want to run the football. I'm also good numbers-wise if I wanted to throw him the snap route. All right? If I wanted to throw him the snap route, I could have done it, but that's a long throw from one hash to the other for a 6-yard possibility of a gain with a possible pick 6 if he doesn't come out of it clean. So we run the football. He makes a nice run, picks up 4 or 5 yards. So that's a nice little play. All right, bounce right, snap left. All right, now I come up and I have a soft corner. I have 6 in the box. And I'm in ace. So that means that I'm going to have to block him, and that means the safety's going to come free, which that's okay if I have a good running back. If I've got a running back that can make the safety miss, that's always still good anyway. All right, this kid's a good player, not great at making guys miss. Not this one. This one's just a guy that's there on the practice field. All right, but now we run the snap to the left. Quarterback has a soft corner. He's a little bit late on the throw, and he doesn't really have to make a fake on it. If he's got a soft corner, the ball should already be gone, but he's throwing the snap route out to the left. All right, here it is in game conditions. You got bounce left, and you got snap right. All right, now what does it look like I may get here? It looks like I may get single coverage. Okay, single coverage with a really good football player is always good. So when I look at the Z and I see that, that's a pretty good deal. I should be able to do that whenever I want to do it. And now we pick up. He makes somebody miss and picks up the first down or gets close to the first down. All right, now here it is again. We've got bounce right. Now there's 5 in the box, but the safety is down. The safety is down. They've got an extra player here. They got somebody out here that we can't block, so we don't have a good play here. There's 1 extra guy that we can't block. We got 2 blockers and 3 defenders, and that safety's down fairly low. So we come back on this one, and we throw the snap, but instead of throwing it to the outside guy, we throw it to the inside guy. And again, there we've got a nice positive play out of it. All right, now, it doesn't matter because some of these cut scenarios are not what they're supposed to be. All right, but now we go to another concept. We've got a run concept. And we're going to run the zone play. All right, the zone play, we run zone and power more than anything that we have. And when I say power, I mean any of those power concepts. Bounce we ran this year more than we ran just pure power. All right, so we had a bunch of bounce plays, and obviously we've got a bunch of zone plays. So now we run zone left, and we run out right. This is pretty good. These two guys on the right side are running the out route. They're not blocking for the quarterback on the quarterback pull. They're running the route. So we have an MOR with him. He's got the MOR. He's running the out route. And what's this guy doing? He's not playing the run. He's playing the pass. And he's right. He should be playing the pass because we might throw it. The quarterback pulled the ball, and he is now one-on-one with the safety, which, again, if you got a great quarterback runner, that's a touchdown every time. And they had one guy over here playing the football. Now, I could have called throw on this. All right, let's count the numbers in the box. All right, we got 5.5 in the box. We're good right here. Our numbers are good right there. This guy is really kind of outside, so I feel good about running the zone. I have no problem running the football there, so I gave him the run call. I don't feel great about an out route into a hard corner. Okay, I don't feel great about an out route into a hard corner. So that's probably not. So I look at that, I see that, and I say, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and gamble with the run. And, Kobe pulls the ball, and we get a big play out of it, get lots of yards on it. All right, now we've got bounce. Well, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we've got bounce left, and we've got out right. And again here on pre-snap, we look and see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. And I think this was power instead of bounce, and he just made the safety miss early in the play. But that's the combination to it. All right, let's look at these. We've got zone left, out right. All right, now, I like this if my Y can win on the matchup because I've got a soft corner. But I look at the numbers in the box, and I've got 5 numbers in the box, but I've got an extra player here, an overhang guy that's kind of coming down like this. But for whatever reason, either A, I was dumb and made a bad call, or B, I had a reason to doing this because 5 in the box is usually a good time to run. We push it, as you saw Coach Yenzer talk about when he feel the blitz coming off the edge. He gets a push-push call, and they push it out to the extra player. We get the handoff, and we get a nice little run out of it for 7 or 8 yards. If we'd gone up top on the screen, I had to be confident that we could win that route right there. And if we could win that route, then we could pull the ball and throw the ball. And what I tell the quarterback is this. If I give you a throw key on a zone run concept, and we're going to run zone left out right, when you're riding the zone or showing the ball in the zone, the O-line is blocking zone left. Nobody is blocking that defensive end. So if you're going to throw the ball, it has to be you either sticking it in and making that guy believe that, or it's got to be you turning the double play and throwing the ball before he can do it. And then I give them a third option. I let them choose the option. The third option is it becomes naked. So in other words, I stick it in, I pull the ball, and I run out and I run a naked boot. And to the defense, they thought we had naked boot called, when basically all we had was run pass option, and the quarterback can decide to pull and throw the ball right now, to naked the ball right now, whichever one that he feels more comfortable to do. In this case, we gave him the run. All right, we have zone left out right. All right, we've got, an overhang player, but basically we're going to push it to him, so our numbers are okay. We're always okay. Even if there's 6 in the box, we're still okay to it. And then the outside here, if I feel like this guy's going to bail, I'm comfortable running the out route to the right side. But again, here we call the run play, and we stick with the run play, and we've got about a 5 or 6 yard gain. All right, power right out left, running the run play. And what I normally let them do is I let the offensive line coaches during the game, Coach Yenzer and Coach Payrow, and the running back coach get a good feel for where do they want me to run the ball. Do you want me to run into the short side of the field? Do you want me to run to the wide side of the field? Do you want me to put the back play side and shift him? Do you want me to put the back in the eye? And normally by the end of the first quarter, they'll start to tell me, run zone into the short side, or run zone to the wide side, run power to the short side, tag it to the other side. So I'm not worried about tagging to the wide side if I need to tag the route to the wide side of the field. I can combo it any way that I want to do it. All right, we've got zone left and we've got out right. It looks like I've got a fairly hard corner on this. I trust our outside receivers on their MORs that if I did pull it that we would still be okay. But again, now with 5 in the box, we run it to 5 in the box, and we get on the safety fairly quickly. and do a decent job. All right, we've got draw right, and we've got out left. Draw right, out left with the MOR. And again, I'm just counting the numbers in the box and deciding whether or not I like the leverage. And obviously, that's a true 5-in-the-box deal with 2 safeties. So the run is always going to be a better play when you have that look. That's always a better football play on that. So we obviously chose the right play there. Bounce left, out right. Now, I got to know on this is that, are they playing hard corner or is he playing man? If he's playing man and I've got soft man here, then the out route would obviously be a really good choice on this. We run bounce left though, we run out right. Whatever we decided to do on that, we were good because this is a good play because he had leverage and even 7 got a block. And you know if 7 gets a block, it's a good play. Okay, power left, out right. All right, now I got a soft corner here. If I've got a soft corner and I've got an out, I feel fairly comfortable with it. And now he's pulling the ball. And look at this on pre-snap. On pre-snap, our quarterback gives the post signal. He gives a post signal to the Z because he thought they were in quarters and he thought he was going to get a kill shot on this. All right? He gives the post signal to it. I don't know why he didn't throw it, but he doesn't. But he comes back down to the out route. We do a good job on the post. He flips his hips, and our numbers are good. And we had a soft corner, so we've got a good combination call on this. All right, also look, if we had ran the football, and this is the other thing that I want the quarterback to be able to do. We've got power left called, and right now there's 5 in the box, and I give him the run signal. I give him a run signal before the snap, and then right before he puts his hands down, or after he puts his hands down, all of a sudden, here comes a corner off the edge, here comes a safety down, and they're on a safety blitz. He feels it, and he sees it, and he knows he has man coverage. He can overrule me and throw the football, and that's a great time. And I always tell him, save my ass. If I made the bad decision, then save my ass on the decision that you made. So this is a great job here on throwing the out route, and this was the week that we really started working these combos, and it helped us beat a pretty good football team at the time. All right, we've got bounce left, and we're running hitch right. All right, the numbers are decent. We got 5 in the box. This is a hard block for this guy unless they're in man and we can run him off. And it looks like you might get a soft corner here, but I think I gave the run signal on it. If we ran hitch and we threw the ball, we'd have an easy throw to this. But regardless, I shouldn't have a really bad play on either one of them. All right, now we've got bounce left and out right. And again, what does it look like the corner is going to do on pre-snap? It looks like that the corner is going to bail on pre-snap. The corner bails. We're pulling. The O-line is running the run play. We're blocking run play over here. Look at our guy going for the knockout. We've got this guy running his blocking scheme here. So these guys are all confused as hell. We pull the football, and we've got the out route, and we've got a nice, easy football play. We don't have a bad play. And again, we hit this on these guys about 6 or 7 times during the game. We've got power right, and we got out left. He feels the blitz coming. I gave him a run on this. All right? He felt the blitz coming, and he throws it, and this was an oh shit play, okay? We go power right, out left. He pulls it, and I go, oh shit. The guy undercut it. He's going to get a pick 6. Great job. Okay, that's how I treat that stuff, is that if it works, it's always good. All right, it worked here. He makes a great throw. He makes a great play after it, stays up on his feet, finishes the run, and gets it all the way down to about the 1-inch line. And you can tell the quarterback sees it and feels it. He feels the blitz, didn't feel like the run was there, didn't want to do it, pulled it, makes a big-time throw, and this is where the kid really came alive in that ball game. All right, we've got bounce right, and then we have the out to the short side of the field. Quarterback pulls it, easy decision, corner's bailing, quick, easy throw, nice, easy 6 yards. And you think about this as a play caller, is that, you know what you can almost do? You can almost eliminate your quick game. You know, about having to work true quick game and having to have, like, well, we don't do a quick game blocking scheme. We do everything as 90s vertical set anyway. Some of you guys I know still do like Troy does, and I know Neil does at Texas Tech, is that they still do a different set for their 60s for their quick game. We don't. We do the same set for 90s, and then we can throw our quick game out of a 90s set, as you guys know. But now, the great thing is we can run power offense, power football, zone offense, dart, whatever our blocking scheme is up front, and we can throw the football. The one question that's in all your minds that you're all thinking right now is, what happens if you're running power and the tackle is down the field 5 yards and the ball's being thrown, 10 yards down the field or 20 yards down the field? Well, that's a roll of the dice that we're willing to take. First of all, if he makes contact at the line or within 3 yards of the line, if he makes contact there and he stays on his block, it's not illegal. That's the one thing a lot of defensive coordinators don't know, because they'll be bitching, screaming, and yelling, and our guy's blocking power, the backer comes up, that he hits the backer 1.5 yards from the line, and he drives the guy 6 yards down the field, and we're throwing the ball, and he's screaming, illegal lineman downfield. Well, he's not downfield if he made contact and stayed on the contact. That's one thing. The second thing is, it just doesn't happen. I don't know why. Dana said it last year at the seminar. He said it just doesn't happen. And sure enough, it just doesn't happen. For whatever reason, the football gods have declared war on defense and said, we're going to make it harder on you guys, and we're going to make these guys be able to run shit and throw the ball, and y'all can't, there's nothing you can do about it, okay? And so that's kind of the way it is right now. All right, we got bounce left, we've got hitch right, and again, same thing there. And again, like I said, these cuts are a little bit off here. All right, we've got power right, and we've got hitch left, and we've got a single receiver over here by himself. Single receiver by himself, running the power concept to the right, running the hitch concept to the left. Now, if you look at this, why would I not have thrown the hitch now if I'm sitting in the box? Can anybody tell me why? Exactly, that guy that's sitting in the hole right there, that guy can run into the hitch lane right now, and we ain't got nothing. We got a really bad football play then. If he runs into the lane. Now, if I feel like he's going to blitz, I could give him the signal on it. But right then, it would have been a bad choice to make that decision. All right, we've got zone left, and we've got hitch right. It looks like we've got a fairly soft corner. How many were in the box? We had 5.5 in the box. Easy blocking scheme for the offensive lineman. All right, how about this for creativity? All right, we go power left, and we had Z slant, and on pre-snap, the quarterback gives a stutter. He sees this guy, and he thinks he's going to jump the slant, so he gives the Z a stutter. There goes the slant, and there's the stutter. It didn't work. Thank God we ran the ball. All right? We ended up with the run play, and the quarterback stayed with it, which is good because that was my call to stay with it, and it ended up working. All right? Zone right, hitch left. Pretty easy on this one. Soft inside leverage corner, hole player that we can take care of with the hitch route by trying to get through his outside pad and cover him up. So we've got zone right. All right, look what the DN does. The DN on the fake comes hard inside. He's not a threat. We ain't got to block him. That's the best way to run quick game, guys, is not to have to block somebody. We don't have to block him. We throw the quick hitch, and we've got 7-yard play. Watch the quarterback again. He's going to stick it in the belly, see it. The DN sees him stick it in the belly. He comes hard, and now we're throwing the hitch. And I'm telling you, it's the best of all worlds. All right, we've got F move, power left, and then we have slant to the right side. All right, it looks like we've got what we want. The only thing we have to worry about is him. But here's the great thing. If that guy is buzzing to the flat, what's he going to do when he reads power? If he reads power, he's going to stay and hang for run. So when he feels the guard pull, there's the pull, he's not buzzing to the flat. If the quarterback just took the snap, opened up to throw the ball in the slant, then you've got a problem. This guy's going to be in the throwing lane for the slant and be able to get there. But with the play fake, he sits and squats. He even comes down inside, and now we've got the hitch outside here, and he catches the hitch and goes from there. Power right, hitch left. It looks like we've got a soft corner here, and he's inside leverage. That's a quick, easy first down. If we'd run power and we'd handed the football off, as we look at it, we're going, and here's my favorite thing. And all you guys that have been clients for a while have had this happen, is that you've got a great tempo going, and the defense can't get lined up. You are kicking the living shit out of them. They can't get lined up. But all of a sudden, you run a run play. It was 3rd and 3. You ran a run play. They never got lined up, but you went attack, zone right, attack, trips right, zone right, attack, trips right, zone right. And they didn't get lined up right, but there were 8 guys to the right. Okay? And your guys tried to block them, and there wasn't enough, and they stumbled around, and they fall into the play, and they're all rallying and everything, and they look like they're really smart, like they just made a great play. Well, here's the best way to do it now, is you go attack, trips right, zone right, X slant, X snap, X streak, okay? And then if they've lined up all crooked and they're not right before the snap, he looks to you, you give him the throw signal, and you've got a big play. And now, when I go attack, and I go super fast tempo attack, I don't call bad plays anymore. I've always got a good play when I go attack now because of the run-pass combination. So here we go, power right. They can't get lined up. We're a little confused, but we do see that we got plenty of grass there, so we just throw the hitch to the outside receiver and pick up a first down. All right, now, this is pretty good here. We go, we're going to go zone right, and we're going to run wide left. So the season has progressed. All right, we're getting into games 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've tampered with this a little bit, and you can now tell that we're doing a little bit more. Because now I'm running zone instead of running a quick game play. I've got the best of all worlds. I'm running snap with this guy because on wide left, he runs the corner, he runs the snap. This is the coolest thing ever, all right? We go empty, we run move, we got the back into the backfield, or I'm sorry, I think this might be screwed up from here. But we're running the zone, and I want you to all watch these three guys right here, especially the safety. There goes the safety, there goes the running back. That's cool shit there, okay? And he's not in man. They're not in man coverage. But what's happened is that they've watched film of us throughout the season, and they've seen 8 games to where that in run stuff, we're throwing the ball deep down the field because we do that on our power sets, which you'll see here in a second. Now we run wide left. We give the run signal. We got 5 in the box. We hand the ball off. Normally the safety would be right here coming down, and our guy would have to make the safety miss. But instead, the safety's covering a corner route that doesn't exist. So you see it a little bit better here as he cuts. There is no safety. When nobody touches the guy on the play. I could have scored on that. Would have had a good shot at it. All right? Now the same deal. Zone right, we got wide left again. And as I watch this, if I see these guys start to ignore it, then I know I can start to throw the football on it as well. But we come back there again, and we have the good numbers in the box, and we run the ball. All right, now we've got bounce left, wide right. All right, quarterback looks, and he sees soft, and what do I see? To the left side, to the bounce side, we're okay if we run the ball, but that safety's down pretty low right there. It looks like over here we're going to get single, and we don't have a whole player. And wide is really good if you've got a hard corner and no whole player. Okay? So I've got good grass over here on this side of the field. So I give him the throw signal. Quick, easy throw. He does a great job finishing the run, and we've got 12 yards. All right? Again, here you saw this one a while ago. I run draw, and now instead of having the guy who's missed every block he's ever tried, instead of having him try to block, he's running out here. 3 guys are chasing him, and the draw play is in the middle of the field. Same thing here with draw, except this time we've got the out tagged. So we're running draw, and we're running the out, and again, I give him the signal. And this is really good by this guy. Watch our Y here. Watch what the Y does. He runs out right, turns and sees that the quarterback did not throw the ball, that his buddy's been handed the ball, comes back and hits him in the mouth. That's a pretty good job. Stays and chases the ball and stays on the play. Run, throw, bubble. Okay, we've got draw right, we've got bubble left. This can again be a tag, so I want to throw bubbles. What do you do if you throw a bubble and you've got a bubble called and you're not calling, you don't let your quarterback check audibles, but you got a bubble called and they come up and they play press man, you got a bad play. So how you throw the bubble is you do it off of a run-pass combination. You got a run-pass combination, you can do it from there. All right, now I give him the throw signal. This guy's a little far inside the box. It looks like he's wanting to have the best of all worlds. If he wants to have the best of all worlds, we should throw the bubble and make him pay for not covering the guy. And again, there's 9 yards. If you blocked everybody in the box, it's hard to get 9 yards. All right? Power left Z streak. Watch this deal. I about shit when I saw this because I gave the signal. I said run. Look at the Z. This is the last drive. If I'd have signaled pass, we'd have won. Everybody thought I was fucking smart. Okay? Instead, I signal run, and I look like a dumbass because we lose in overtime. We go down and throw a pick on this drive. All right, now I am smart, okay? Here's the last drive of the game against Nevada, which you're going to see the game a little bit later, is that we're in attack. We've been attacked. It's 20-3, 11 minutes to go in the game. We go 85 yards for a touchdown, 85 yards for a touchdown, 95 yards for a touchdown in 11 minutes, all right? We didn't call any plays different than what we called the entire game. We started throwing completions. Our guys started making plays, and we score. So we come down on this deal, and so I want you to watch all three receivers on the right. We've got zone right, X streak. Everybody put their eyes on the receivers to the right. Knockout block by him. That's a good knockout. He's got man coverage, but he's running. He's blocking. He's wanting to see if he's throwing it to Talib, so he's just looking. And then Talib is working a man press release. I give him the throw signal. We don't block the defensive end. The defensive end is untouched, and he comes straight up the field. It doesn't matter. We do this every single day. That's quick and that's easy. He clears his hands. He gets a great throw, great catch. We win the game, win the conference championship, break a 16-game winning streak for Nevada at home. That's a hell of a win. That's a huge deal, and I promise you that if we didn't have the run-pass combos, we wouldn't do it. Against Mississippi State, we run power right. We tag Z on a streak. And again, because of how we're blocking, look at the left tackle. The left tackle did not get the call that Coach Yenser talked about a while ago. The quarterback has the ability that if he knows he's going to throw the ball and he knows it's a power concept, he can make a call to alert the backside tackle that I'm throwing the ball. All right? And we change that up. It's different every week. But he can make that call. If he does, he may sit inside and give a hand, but he knows he's got to get back and take that D in case he's speed rushing. All right? Play, he doesn't do that. Watch. He just comes inside because he didn't get a call. He's trying to bounce back out. He doesn't even know he's throwing the ball because the quarterback didn't tell him. But without even blocking the guy, because this guy comes inside and it shows power, we're able to throw a press fade and have a big-time completion on the play. And we've got two plays all in one. It's a power play of the O-line. They thought we were running power. The only thing I tell the quarterback to do is I tell him that after he gets the signal, gives this signal, is I tell him to tell the running back run or throw. All right? I tell him because I don't want the running back to think that the quarterback missed him and he's trying to grab the ball. So I tell him just to, right before the snap, throw or run. Give him a signal, give him a verbiage call to let him know that he's going to carry his fake out and run the ball. All right, here it is again with streak. We've got zone left Z streak. We've got man coverage here. Okay, when I called this in the game, it was one of those deals that it was an oh shit call. All right? I thought he was going to stay press, and I thought he was going to play hard, and I thought that we could win on the back pylon throw. But what he did, and because we work on it so much, he bailed, and so he automatically thinks back shoulder. He doesn't run a very good route here, but the quarterback makes a phenomenal throw. And again, look at the play call. The play call was zone left. Look at the defensive end. The defensive end is going for the zone. And we're able to fake the zone and throw a fade on the back shoulder for a huge play in that ball game for a completion. Again, watch it from this angle with the quarterback. He doesn't have much of a fake, but enough that this guy buys it a little bit, and now that DN doesn't know what to do, and we get a completion for a touchdown. All right. This is my favorite stuff. I love this stuff. We line up in our power sets. What we tend to do in our power sets is have a route of the week for the power set. So let's say that our power set for the week is a three-back bone deal. Is this two-back or three-back here? That's a two-back deal, okay? And what we've done is that every week we use a verbiage that we think it's easy for our guys to get them on the field, and we try to get it down to where that the formation can be one word. So we make up new words every week, and if there's going to be the same personnel people, we'll just say bone, and this week you're going to line up like that. And they line up the same way every time. So in this ball game, what we decided to do was to give an unbalanced look to where we flip both these receivers to this side. The tight end on the back side, the tight end back here on this side was going to stay in and block unless we told him something different. And then we were going to run double post every time on these plays. So we were going to try to take the first post and get the first post over this guy. And then the second post over the top of the safety. The first post in front of this safety and behind the second safety. And then the tight end on the run play was going to come block again the little guy. And then again, on every play, the quarterback was going to fake the throw. They don't know if it's run or pass. So what we do at the start of the week is that we take, in this case, this was Talib and Quentin, who were our top two guys, and we said every time we go to this formation this week, you two guys start off in it. Well, they run a 40-yard route, and if they're tired, they take themselves out, and we got two more to go in, okay? Because we've got, 4 positions of receiver, so we got at least 8 guys that we can throw in to run nothing. But if we get the power set 35 times during that game, they're going to see 35 double posts in a row. And all they got to do is screw up once. And if they screw up one time and they don't honor our double post, and that's the time that we pull it and throw it, we're going to score a touchdown when we throw the double post. And that threatens those guys a lot more than anything else. So on our power stuff, that's what we're doing. In the Ole Miss game, here's our power look. We've got double post here on the goal line coming off. Both those guys are running post. They don't know that it's a run play. The quarterback, I give him the signal. And again, he can overrule me if he wants to. Both these guys should be running full speed post route. And again, look at this corner here. He started to say, look at him starting to peek. See the corner peeking? He's not playing real pass coverage now. He's starting to guess. He said, you know what, they've been in this power set. He's run the same thing every time. Well, guess what? If you do that, we're going to get your ass. Okay, we're going to find a way to do it. Another power set on the goal line coming off. We're running a run play. And we have a shake route with the single receiver. Single receiver running a shake route. And now for me, as a play caller, really this was kind of chicken shit for me not to call a throw on this, because this is everything you would want. He's in single coverage. That's everything that you would want in a ball game. Single coverage, best shake route runner, playing X right now. Or is that, I think that's Richie. Or no, that's Talib running there. So Talib is running the shake route, and he's the best shake route runner that we've got. And he's going to be wide open, and I don't call it. So that's either a bad job or I've turned into a chicken shit one. All right? Now, we come into the bowl game, and we create a whole new formation. I'll go over all this stuff. We create a giant formation. We have a defensive lineman in the game who's never played offense. And he's now our big blocker. All right, we've got a tight end still in the game who's always been in but hadn't caught a ball the entire season. And we're still running double post with these two guys. And they know it. They've seen it all year long. I could have called post here and we'd have probably scored on either one of them. But we run the football. And the other thing that you can do, and I didn't know if you could do this or not, but we started doing it the last 2 weeks. Our last 2 games is when we motioned, if we had a motion kick play on, is that when the guy went in motion, quarterback sent him in motion, is that when the guy got about halfway to where he's going, he would glance at me and then I would give him the signal. I didn't give him the signal until the motion got almost where it was going to be to whether or not I want him to run or throw the football. And that way, again, we still had the best of both worlds. So we run combo it with it. All right, here's an example. Again, this is a power set. This was against, is this Nevada? Or Utah State. This is Utah State. That was our bone set for that week. We're in power, and what we did on that week is we ran post dig. Post with the Z, dig with the X. All right, here it is again. So it's run pass combo. The quarterback is telling the running back what he's going to do. Nobody else knows. And he's running the ball again, and now look at the Z on this play. Look at him already guessing. He's starting to guess, isn't he? He let him go. He's starting to guess. So now that means we should have a shot at making a play on the pass play. All right, quarterback now comes down. And what the quarterback does is that the quarterback changed it. I didn't. The quarterback looked out, saw soft coverage, wanted to throw the snap instead. So he changed it from a post route to a snap route. We throw a nice, easy completion to him, for 10 yards. Okay, good job by him. All right, here it is. Ole Miss. They're having trouble getting lined up. We send in a kid who's really fast, and he's petrified. I mean, he's scared to death. He's 4.40, He's got good hands, not great, but pretty good hands. Should be a really good player, but he is absolutely petrified. There's nobody in the game more scared than him. And he's running the double post. He's got the inside post. He's got the outside post. So we give the throw signal. There it is, man. Everything you dream about in life. He's wide open for the touchdown. Watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. And he's scared shitless. And he drops the football because he's scared. He's afraid to catch the ball. I mean, it's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. He is afraid to catch the ball. He doesn't know what would happen if he caught it, so watch him at the end. Watch what he does. He said, well, if I drop it, I think I'm supposed to fall. Yeah, so I'll fall and fall over and then lay on the ground and look really silly like that. And here's the funny part. He wasn't throwing it to him. He was throwing it to this guy who would have caught it for a touchdown, as you can see, but he ran it right there. But anyway, that's the power run-pass combo. All right, here it is again. Quarterback gives him a streak. He works the release route, perfect throw, perfect toss. Numbers in the box. Look at the safeties in the box. Safeties in the box, safeties in the box. We got one-on-one outside. That's an easy decision. All right, again, out of a power set, we now run the X on a snap route into the short side of the field. Okay, I had to worry a little bit about the overhang player. That's a little bit of a dangerous throw on that one. Probably not a great decision on my part. Coming off on the goal line, inside the 10-yard line. For that week, we were running post and we were running dig. He tells the running back to go one way, even though he still fakes the other way. Here's his post. Here's the dig. Post-dig combination. Picks it up. Good completion. All right. Now we play, is this Houston? Can't remember who this is. But we're playing somebody, and that week we only had one receiver out. Is that New Mexico State? Yeah, it's last game of the season, home game. We got New Mexico State, and so we give them a look that we haven't done the entire season. Only one wide receiver out, everybody else in, 3 back and tight end, only one guy going out. We thought we would get one-on-one. Safety's down, we're one-on-one. Throw the ball up to a good player. He goes up and makes the play for a big play on the post route. All right, again down here on the goal line, we've got tight end, single receiver, one player, streak route, one-on-one. And this is something that, again, we got really good at. Throwing the outside streak fade.